Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen and welcome to MBTV. I think we are now live, but I'm not completely sure. I'm Captain Lust, Community and Public Relations at Tales Entertainment. I'm joined by AE's Azan, also from the Warband Battle Stream. Hey, Azan, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Thank you very much for joining me to commentate on the final here. I think E-Man, I don't know if he's had a bit of a tired weekend and I wasn't able to get in touch with him. But it's a great pleasure to have you here on the stream as a veteran streamer, I think can be said.
Glad to be here. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it was a big match. It's the finals of the Nations Cup. Not competing this year, must be said. Traitor to your country. I would accuse you, but
who do the streams? Who do the streams?
Exactly.
If I competed.
Yeah. Well, me apparently. I'm avoiding the third place match. I think we might all be avoiding the third place match. I think it's going to Turkey. We can probably say that. But for this, the final, it's all up in the air. It's Russia versus Scandinavia, and I'm excited. For Russia, the Nations Cup is a matter of pride. It always has been. They always bring out the big guns when it comes to the Nations Cup. They've dropped, I think we can say they've pretty much dropped in standards when it comes to the clan or team tournaments lately. Only really putting out big teams from, say, Inquisition maybe, and that's about it. Would you say?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think even Inquisition perhaps got a little bit weaker.
They're not really top flight, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I mean, back in the day, it was RS, DRZ, AD, big teams coming out from Russia, big names in the scene. But they really just don't have the interest, I don't think, in the team or clan tournaments anymore. But when it comes to Nations Cup, you can go on their forums, you can Google Translate them as I do, and you can see that Russia take this very seriously. You know, they're the first champions from 2010. There's a lot of bitterness. The previous community manager, Yazzie, never gave them their t-shirts, and there's a lot of angry business over that. Maybe they'll get t-shirts one day. Maybe they should enter the WNL because they can get freaky t-shirts.
Yep, freaky t-shirts.
I've ordered my freaky t-shirt, my IG freaky t-shirt.
Have you?
Oh yeah, I got to support the sponsored teams.
What, so does it have an IG IG logo on it?
It's got an IG logo on it. It's got my personalised name on it. I am keeping my personalised name secret. All I'll say is that it's not Captain Lust or Lust. And I will reveal it in a tweet, so make sure you follow me on Twitter at Captain Lust to be the first to see the name which I have printed on my IG freaky t-shirts, sponsors of the WNL Season 3. But enough of that. It's yeah, I think Scandinavia are getting to the server now. It's time to play these finals. And what are you thinking? Who do you think is going to win, first of all?
Well, I mean, Russia did beat Turkey. That's something to consider first.
Russia beat Turkey, and
yeah.
that's a mighty feat in your opinion.
Oh yeah, I'd say Turkey are always the favourites in the Nations Cup.
Well, they've never won a Nations Cup though. To be fair.
No, they haven't. But they always have a really great selection of players. I think I'd have to go with Russia at the moment. I mean, Scandinavia has been very strong this year as well, though. They've got a good selection of players as well. They have been,
but have they really beaten out any top flight teams? That's the concern that I would have for Scandinavia. I mean, no one really expected them to do that well in their group, and they surprised everyone because they thrashed Ukraine and Germany, and then they were sort of pretty average against Finland, which really wasn't very impressive. They beat the UK, and the UK we were playing very well, but not really in that match. I mean, have Scandinavia really proven themselves? Do you think they really deserve to be in this final?
Well, they're here, aren't they? So.
They're here, so they deserve to be. That's a fair point. I totally agree with that.
I mean, I have heard they did lose a training match to Russia, so we'll have to see if they can sort that out. But hopefully they've got a bit of experience about how the Russians play, so maybe they've able to modify their tactics.
I don't think Russia are unbeatable by any stretch. I think they can definitely be taken down.
Definitely not.
Just the issue is whether Scandinavia can or not. I think in terms of key players, certainly for Scandinavia, we want to be watching out for Shimafresh, the Horseman.
Yep. I
think cavalry are crucial, certainly on Frosty Battle, and I think even on Vendetta, cavalry can be very influential.
Yeah, they've got quite a few of my fellow clanmates in Scandinavia, or Anders, although I don't know if he'll be playing because he has had technical issues.
What?
But
how do you have technical issues in Sweden? This is like the career of the Europe.
Well, Anders is Norway, but there's
even so, you can get Swedish internet in Norway, surely.
Yeah, something to do with TeamSpeak. Hopefully, he's managed to
I'm
fiddle
sure you can
something
work that
so he
out.
can play.
If I can route my internet through my phone tethering, then he can sort it out.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Talented player as well, Anders. Good archer.
Yeah, just looking here, I have the Weirdo as well. He can sort of do pretty much any class.
Vandefar too.
Yep. Then he got Gurnison. I think Gurnison's pretty good as well.
Gurnison, ex-core player, used to be one of my close friends, and I count him amongst one of my arch enemies.
Arch enemies.
Yeah, we don't talk very much anymore. It's mainly a bit of bitter interchange every now and then.
Unfortunately. And they got Oliveran.
He left native for
Very
CRPG, and we don't really talk anymore. So it's really tight. No, but I've had a lot of good times with Gurnison. And yeah, I rate him as a player. He plays cavalry mainly now, because when you play CRPG all the time, you just end up playing whatever class gets you the most kills.
Yeah.
That's what CRPG is. Not that I've got anything against it, or obviously I've got lots of things against it. We do play native here. We're native players. As is everyone watching.
Sorry?
I said we're native players here, as is everyone watching.
Yes.
I assume. If you're not, then please leave, obviously. Do follow me on your way out on
I don't
Twitch.
actually. What's this? What I was asking this the other day, and no one knew. What does the C stand for in CRPG?
Crap? No, something like that. It's an irrelevant letter. I believe it's there for marketing purposes. It's a good PR move on their part. And maybe Chad's, because like the guy who made it is called Chad's.
Chad's role-playing game.
I think he's the guy who made it originally. Yeah, plus something like that. But no, I wish all the best to them. Obviously, I'm just joking around. Fair play if you play that mod. But right now we're playing native, and it is the Nations Cup final, the 5th Nations Cup final in the history of Warband, and a 5th champion will be crowned here tonight, or champions I should say. It's a team tournament. There is no one winner, and I think this might be the first time we've had a combined national team up for the running, up in the finals. What do you think of that?
Who won last time? Because didn't Russia and
Germany won
Ukraine
last time.
have a,
Yeah, I think I've got a feeling perhaps in the first year it was the RUM team. So Russia, Ukraine, and Moldova.
Yeah.
So perhaps you're right. But I mean, surely there's questions to be raised when you have a team which needs players from other countries, and then suddenly it's like the best team. Like that's a bit of a question mark there, surely.
I think maybe Sweden could
have put a team together. Well, I suppose that's the issue, isn't it? Yeah, it's like Sweden could have perhaps made a team, but then where would the Norwegians and the Danes have gone?
Yeah, I guess you could maybe just about put together a Norwegian team, but I have to say I don't know that many players. I know like Wolfpack Greed is Norwegian, Anders of course.
Well, Gurnison is Norwegian.
Gurnison. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, they're here now. We're not the tournament admins, so that's for them to sort out. And we're just here for a good final tonight. We've got some nice names coming in from different people. Vandefar has joined as Big Bliv. I'll just spoil that for you now. I hope you can enjoy that. Got a couple of tweets coming in as well. LaRue has tweeted in hype train in hashtags, obviously. Captain Lost Streaming, NC2014 with wow, such hype, much anticipate, so excite, Doge meme. And we also had Black Tie said, who do you think is the biggest threat on each team? That's a good point. I think we should look a little bit more at the Russian team as well, and who's a really big threat from there. I think certainly from what we've seen from them before, Griffin has been just a beast of an archer. The guy is just getting headshot after headshot. Rempika is basically just a crazy spammy infantry, but it's working.
Yeah, Max is pretty good as well.
Max is a nasty player. But Rempika's an interesting one. He's always in the melee fight, and doesn't seem that impressive, but he just kind of ends up getting the kills. He just knows when to spam, I guess, and that's very important. For Scandinavia, I would always put Shimmer Fresh as the biggest threat for them, to be honest. Like,
yeah, Weirdo as well. I mean, the thing about Weirdo is he's very hard to kill. his blocking's like absolutely top notch.
Well, he's an addition slash Ludus dual sweater.
Yeah, he'll get himself into horrifying situations sometimes and somehow survive.
Hmm.
So we'll see if he can do that.
And that helps your team as well, like, because the more horrifying situation you're in, that means the more players from the other team that you're drawing in and distracting, keeping busy while the rest of your team are sort of fighting and getting better numbers. I think there's a lot to be said for, you know, being in horrifying situations.
Yeah. Looks like we're live though.
I think we are, yeah. And do I have a hotkey set up? That's the question right now. Not sure. But we'll bring up the screen pretty soon. Oh, we do have a hotkey set up. So here we are in with the game. Teams are spawned now. We do have Russia in with 3 cav, 2 infantry and 3 archers. Scandinavia in with just the 2 archers, 3 infantry and 3 cav. So a slight difference there in the setups. Anything to read into that, Hassan?
If they're taking more infantry, that suggests they want to be more aggressive. Use the infantry to push and stuff. If they're taking more archers, you want to be more campy and sort of use them to get better crossfires and do more damage at long range. So
I think that's right on the whole, but I mean, we certainly don't see them playing aggressive right now. Perhaps they're going to be, when the flag spawns, there'll be some sort of delayed aggression.
yeah, it looks like they're using one of their infantry to just cover Gubbo on the spawn there, and then just send the other 2 off to the ruins.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've got Oliveran and Bliv sitting over in the ruins. I think what they really want to do is just kind of turtle the flag, get it up early, which can be a good tactic as well. You can just see the Scandinavian infantry there throwing javelins to each other. And they're quite spread out. There's a big gap between the 5 Scandinavians at spawn and the 3 over towards the ruins.
Similar sized gap though for the Russians, who have got these 2. They've got 2 of these archer infantry pairs.
Well, this is the way they play. We saw this in the interview after their quarter-final against, I believe it was Poland. They told us we use the buddy system and we love it and it works. You can see that. You can see it's going right now. We've got Black Devil and Uberskull Red. I don't know, Uberskull Red even. Over by the Barrel House, so it's named.
It's something we've been seeing quite a lot actually recently. Just these pairs of archers and infantry.
Yeah, I mean,
it seems to work very well. I mean, it's very hard to do anything about it.
It's tried and tested. Yeah, I mean, you rush them cav, a spear will just rear them all up, and the archer's going to be shooting at them the whole time. It's very difficult to take them down.
The main flaw with it is that it doesn't give you much ability to push or be aggressive.
Yeah.
Because you split your infantry up. But
You're right.
yeah, if you just want to move around and kite around, that's probably one of the best ways to do it.
It's a different way of finding space. I mean, the other way of sort of finding space on the map, I feel like, is just getting lots of cav, and just kind of wherever you get pushed, you just kind of rush it with cav as well.
Yeah. See the flags coming down the middle.
Yeah.
Got Kekken and Gubbo moving out towards Max and Rampika.
Yeah, it's a fairly kind of neutral flag spawn. It's pretty in between both of them. The Swedes have come back from the ruins towards central location.
Playing Archer.
We're playing Archer, yeah, quite interesting.
He can play, as I say, he plays all 3 classes. But
normally an infantryman. You can block just as well as an archer as you can as an infantryman.
That's true. That's true. Scandinavia being quite cautious with the flags here, letting the Russians take it.
Yeah, the clock's ticking now. Yeah, they've really got to move in. Oliveran leading the charge here. Loses shield straight away. And a lot of pressure here. Oh, there's couch lance coming in. Oh, he does manage to dodge them. Bliv takes the hit and loses shield in the meantime. Oliveran was going to pick that up. Russian flags going up higher and higher. We're just get killed on Dirty Champion, but the Russians seem to have momentum here as Alexander and Stronk just raining hell down on their opponents. Shimafrosh getting caught up in the melee. They're far too much than he would want to. Red and Black Devil getting kills in the meantime. Black Devil with another kill here as well, taking out Kekken, and Russians just taking a massive advantage in this round. It's 7 players against 3. As Shimafrosh goes down to Rempika as well. Max with a headshot on Gubbo, and the only Swedish player remaining is Weirdo, the one you called out. Can he block all 7 players?
I think in that position he was just too far away as well.
Yeah. Not able to support his teammates, and well, very convincing first round from the Russians there. But what do you think about the faction disparity on this map? Do you think, I mean, Vegas surely have a bit of an advantage over the Saracens?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I definitely think Vegas have an advantage. I mean, open maps are almost always about the support classes, the Rangers and the Cavalry, and Vegas trump Saracens on both of those, I think. So.
Yeah, it's those hunters and stronger bows, I think. in the open
then
maps.
the thing is, the bows will just take down the founded horses.
Yeah,
quickly.
you just get a strong bow. And if we have a look at the Russians here, we can see I actually see a nomad bow from Griffin. Max with a strong bow.
I believe Vegas do have more. I believe Vegas do have more power draw as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so even with the weaker bows, they'll be doing a bit more damage.
Rip with a strong bow as well. So I wouldn't factor that in too much, but those. I mean, the bow itself makes a huge difference. I think you can just feel it when you just hit one of those dirty little standard horses with your strong bow. Just feel it, sort of spirit melting away. Poor thing.
Yeah, Russia's been a bit more aggressive this time. They're pushing with one of their pairs over on the hill.
Yeah.
You can get some sort of shots at Weirdo.
Really, Devil shuffling forward. Actually got a bit of a crossfire going on as well as the Russian archer at the mill is firing on Weirdo too, and Weirdo forced to drop down. Looks like. Oh no, just gonna pull back.
Yeah, I think the key to dealing with a lot of this stuff is, I mean, yes, they're putting a nasty crossfire together, but the thing is, they're not actually doing anything more with it. That's
No,
all
but
they're going to get.
I tell you, it's very uncomfortable being as Jewish as an archer. You know you can't do anything, and any false move is going to hurt you. He's got a lot of arrows in his shield there as well. That's probably taking a lot of damage. Maybe down to the sort of second health picture or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
and he certainly can't fire anything back from there. So it's not a nice place to be.
he's an archer at least, though, so he doesn't have to. His shield isn't as important as an infantry.
No, that's fair. That's true.
I think on this map especially, having a heavy heater shield or heavy kite shield is very important. It can seriously increase your survivability.
We do have the flag spawn down here by the ruins.
Yeah, the Russians are immediately moving in. Just to try and
Scandinavia a
take this
little bit slow actually. We've got sort of some of their players. Schmafresh gone up towards the windmill. Russia's going back towards their own spawn, via their own spawn, moving towards the flag now. I think we've got Black Devil perhaps there a little bit early, but fairly unchallenged here. He's going to sort of push Weirdo out of position, yeah, down into the bottom of those ruins, out of any sort of threatening area.
Probably all he wanted, actually.
Yeah, he's done his job there. Weirdo's got to back off into the hills. Scandinavia with no archers back on the hills there, really to support them, and Russia going to kind of push on without really walking into any kind of problems. I don't think. Schmafresh is going to be around here, floating around, looking for some kills. But Griffin with the early kill there against Robin, and another headshot from the Russian team as well, as Red takes down Weirdo. Strong bring down Schmafresh too. Galway pulls one back against Alexander, and it's a big kill, but Liveran taking serious hits right now, and does go down to Black Devil.
Lovely bumping from Strong.
Yeah, great work. And Black Devil sort of with some nice kicking and just slashing. Strong comes in there for the catch lance against Bluvandafar. Kicking pulls go back against Max, but it's just peanuts right now as Russia take the 6-3 player lead. Gunnison riding around desperately trying to do something, but Gubbo is unsupportable up in those steep hills. Revka wants those kills. He's going to just keep harassing him until he goes down. Black Champion does get to take it in the end. Red, it's Kekin, and it's going to be Gunnison remaining in this round.
Going to try and keep his horse alive.
Going to try and keep his horse alive. Not going to be really amounting to much by doing that. If he can kill, I think he'd be better off turning around trying to kill Strong. I don't think he's going to get this. Oh well, doesn't do that.
He's going to go down now. Nope, just a
no, he's going to escape, but unless he gets a big tank of a horse next round, it's not going to be really worth it, I don't think. But he's escaped anyway.
I don't know. He could get better shields and a better shield weapon.
But has he done? But has he done?
No, he hasn't.
No. No. I think unless you can actually get a big horse, it's not going to be worth it. Especially since he had a bit of a chance to take down Stronk with that war horse. That would have been much more significant, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And it could have even given him a bit more gold to get his own horse. I think it's been worth taking the risk at that point. As it stands, I've actually got the teams the wrong way around. I assume that's what I was being messaged about. Sorry about that. I'll sort that around now. Russia R2 up, not Scandinavia. Sincere apologies. The team started on the wrong side. It's their own fault, not my fault, obviously.
And Russia have just moved and taken ruins now, immediately.
Yeah.
Scandinavia seems to be pushing on the other flank. Weirdo takes a hit though.
They switch things up a little bit, which is understandable. When it's not working, you want to try and change it around a little bit.
Yeah, the problem is that there's no way you're going to be able to get those little pairs, though. Those little pairs of infantry and archer, they just run away as soon as they see you coming, and you've got no way of going after them. trying to push on them is just futile. But it's been a big switch around now. Basically, almost swap positions entirely.
Yeah, looks like it. Russia kind of moving a little bit more forward though. I wonder if Scandinavia sort of protected enough in their spawn. They've got Kekken and Weirdo there, but Rad and Black Devil moving towards them. Russians as well. They've done a nice job upgrading their armor. A lot of them taking that lamella vest.
How do you say it? Lamella?
Lamella.
Lamellar.
Lamellar. Well, that's. Well, we used to always laugh at Bally and Mad Dog for saying Lamellar, and accuse him of saying it in a weird American way. But I don't think it's an American British thing. I think it's just I don't know, a quirk in the pronunciation.
I've never heard it spoken by someone who's knowledgeable. So unless you are indeed knowledgeable.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Don't trust my knowledge of it at all. Lamellar is probably exactly how the Mongols said it, or whatever it was. Lamellar.
We've got almost an entirely reversal now with Scandinavia moving over the hill.
Yeah, approaching from the Vegas spawn there.
You see Griffin's just taking that horrifying position up on the hill there, behind that tree. And he's getting a bit actually.
Well, yeah, I think that's really what Scandinavia should have been doing, and they're going to be looking at this right now thinking, well, shucks, we missed a trick there.
It's clear Russia know exactly where to go.
Yeah, definitely.
The
Big Bliv is walking over there trying to take him down. He's not getting crossfired by doing this, so he's going to be able to sort of take Griffin out of action quite comfortably here. And he's hungry for blood. Oh, and Griffin takes a hit there as well, but...
he needs to hurry up though. I don't think he's going to get it.
Bliv now under a lot of pressure, and the two Russian archers take out their bows again. But if Bliv can stay alive here, he's still distracting a lot of the Russian team as Scandinavia move on. Great kill from Robin, and it's 7 against 5 in favour of Scandinavia right now. Big Bliv takes down Black Devil as well, and this is a nice round for Scandinavia already. Big Bliv is going to get the opportunity to pick up the shield. He picks up another scimitar, but just gets it in the end. Griffin with a horrible team kill there as well, and Scandinavia 7 on 2. Looks like it's their round, so actually... nice play from Scandinavia, and superb play from Bliv. They drew all of those Scandinavian players out of action. Schmafresh in the meantime has managed to loot himself that big dirty Vega horse as well, and turnaround here from the Scandinavians. They're looking, well, set to win this round, certainly. And now with Schmafresh on this big horse, which is exactly where he loves to be, as his teammate, I'm sure you can testify to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, he just loves to bump and slash and bump and slash and bump and lance and bump and slash.
I don't think there's many cavalry players who would choose the Saranid horses over having a hunter or a warhorse.
Oh god, no, especially that Vega warhorse, it's brutal. But I think Schmafresh in particular is certainly capable of doing extraordinary things with it. Although, having said that, Russia, even with all of them dying that round, have managed to afford 2 of them, so still difficult times for the Scandinavian team. Although they'll certainly be happy with that loot and that round win.
I think much of that round win goes down to Russia massively overcommitting against just Bliv. Basically.
Yeah,
they had 6 players attacking.
I completely agree. Yeah, and
they just running off the hill.
They left the sort of remaining 3 or 2 just to get kill the rest of the Scandinavian team. And in the meantime, as you can see on the scoreboard, Oliveran has taken an early loss for his team there.
I didn't see that, but
yeah, it was
it's
a couch lance, and he still has a shield, so it can only be sort of
scimitar out.
Yeah, so it can only be sort of misses gaze, caught him off guard, unless he sort of went for like a crazy jump slash or something stupid like that. But I can't really imagine him doing that.
Russia got very odd positions here. They've got an archer and infantry in their spawn on that very weird place no one ever goes.
Yeah, that sort of strange sort of abandoned market stand over by there.
It suggests that they're wanting to engage Scandinavia before the flags, because that position is just going to be useless for flags.
But I mean, still, they're remaining fairly passive though at the same time.
Yeah. Well, they have to do with that formation. They can't be aggressive. That's the one flaw with it, as I say. But
you can see on the minimap as well. Yeah, the other side aren't really pushing up at all. I think perhaps they're actually moving away from that position now. But I think perhaps they just want to sort of make sure that when the flag spawns, they can approach it from 2 sides and try and draw the Scandinavians out of position.
Yeah.
Do the flag spawn now as well, just up on that hill. I spawned the first round in the middle.
Yeah, Scandinavians aren't too badly off, because even though they lost infantry, they do have 3 infantry, so
yeah,
that makes up for it. Although Bliv's injured as well, like he took an arrow.
There's a few of the Russian players are taking some hits as well. It's not not a dire situation for the Scandinavians. I think a worst case scenario would be them losing one of their horsemen or something. Gunnison does take a hit there, but it's going to be able to escape. Moving to transport his teammates. Or but he moves with the catch chance there and or loses horse immediately. Reckless play from Gunnison and pretty much puts himself out of action right now. Does get down immediately. Shimmer in the meantime does pick off Griffin though, and that's a nice win for them.
Kekken and Bliv have just pushed straight onto Red and
Strong
Black
coming in here
here.
trying to take down Weirdo, but Robin's on his back, having a little go. Shimmer does get reared up, but it's not able to escape there. That's too much of an issue. Just with that big old horse. Oh, Weirdo brings out Alexander as well, and that's a brilliant shot from Weirdo. Kekken takes down Black Devil. Elsewhere on the map, we've got two fights breaking out here. One over by the hill. No one's got anywhere near the flag so far. Kekken with another javelin kill there, doing massive work for his team. Is Kekken right now, bringing down Red, and Scandinavia with a 6-on-4 player lead. Huge fight breaking out here by the windmill, and Rempika gets a horrible team kill on Max. Does kill down Robin in the meantime, but Shimmer Flash kills him immediately. Strong goes down to Gubbo. Does Champion takes down Weirdo, but he's the only player left for the Russian team. Loses horse, and Shimmer Flash just wants that kill right now. He's got no health left, but he's still going to challenge him, and perhaps might even win. He's hungry for blood, and does get it. Shimmer Flash ending that with a 5-2. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was the Scandinavian infantry just went straight for one of those pairs and drove him off the hill. I think that pair did not respond quick enough in terms of escaping away, and they ended up in an infantry fight, which the Scandinavians bested them in, to be honest.
Yeah, and a great
and
start.
The cavalry just couldn't help them because they ran up on the hill.
No, I agree completely. A great start to the match as well. Russia's taking an early 2-0 lead there, but Scandinavia bringing back to 2-2. Yeah, very close stuff all round.
Good to see they didn't go entirely one way, because it can do with Vegas. They won the... If they get just enough money to start getting those Lamalar?
That'll do.
Lamalar, he'll do. Lamalar armour, it can start getting a bit out of hand.
It can steamroll, yeah, but we often see sort of the unexpected in this game.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be though with the latest patch. Vegas are much harder to steamroll on.
I'll take that as a
compliment.
I'll take that as a compliment to some extent. But I think, yeah, obviously the game still has a bit of issues. But I mean, we see the unexpected all the time. There's never really a situation where this team will win. Always, definitely. We see like we're surprised constantly. I think, which I think one of the exciting things about the game.
Yeah, and I think Scandinavia will be happy with that recovery anyway.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
A couple of shaky first rounds.
Well, when you're 2-0 down, what more can you want than 2-2?
Yeah.
And they earned it as well. I think they did. They certainly started playing well. Great individual plays as well, especially from I think Kekken in that last round just did fantastic stuff. Really put it out of Russia's grasp.
Yeah. I think Russia as well perhaps was just a little bit too greedy in that last round as well, because that huge split they had between their forces meant that you couldn't easily attack either of those groups, or Scandinavia managed to anyway. But the problem is the groups couldn't help each other. You know, they couldn't have one group firing on anyone attacking the other group. They were so far split that it was entirely separate fights and they had no crossfires going on at all. Even though in theory they'd completely surrounded the Scandinavians. That hill in the middle and the windmill just completely broke it up.
Yeah, they were certainly far too far apart to be supporting like each other as groups. I think the rounds that Russia really did best on was when they were kind of assaulting. I think they know how to assault as a group more than they do kind of like trying to split up and like separate the opponent's team.
Yeah, I think they were also they kept closer on the first two rounds. They had they took like Barrel House and Windmill.
Definitely, yeah.
They're very safe positions, and that either group can back off and get the help of the other group in that situation. Whereas on that last round, they had like someone in their spawn, someone in like the ruins. It was just a huge split.
Yeah, it didn't pay off at all. So we will be seeing the teams split around now. If you're not familiar with the format, it's a sort of 16-round game, best of 16 if you will. 2 maps of 8 rounds, and after 4 rounds the map splits and the team swap sides, swapping both the spawns and the factions, just to keep everything as even as it can be. Score sitting now at 2-2. As Scandinavia played Saranids in the first set. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see as we split and swap over sides?
I I'll be interested to see whether Scandinavia continues with using 3 infantry. I mean, whether that was really working for them or not there. I think given the way they're being more aggressive and going after the Russians, that's probably a good idea. They're certainly not looking to set up sort of crossfire positions as much as the Russians are.
And we did see some effective plays from the infantry as well. I mean, Vendetta kind of won that round for them, I guess, just drawing all that attention and staying alive.
Yeah.
That made a massive difference. And as well, Kekin in the last round was just racking up the kills. It was up a nice javelin kill. So I think certainly they were doing things. Obviously, Liveran, bit of a fumble there with his couch lance death.
Yeah, so I think they're probably going to stick with 3 infantry because I mean,
I think could do.
Well, I think as well, Russia has probably has better ranges than Scandinavia.
I think that's probably fair to say. Yeah.
If Scandinavia has a better infantry group than Russia, then they probably will want to stick with having more infantry and just using it that way.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think like you said, it's probably a decision driven sort of more on the ability of their players rather than based on like a sort of tactical preference or anything.
Yeah,
it's like our best 8 players can do this. We're obviously going to need 3 cavalry, but other than that, you know, we'd rather just take infantry because that's where we feel our strength lies.
Yeah, I have to say I was surprised that Scandinavia wasn't taking 4 cavalry because I know that Shemforrash really likes that.
I think perhaps the map is just a little bit too small. I mean, it's an open map, but it's certainly one of the smaller ones. Maybe I think they just feel like 4 cavalry would be a bit crowded. But yeah, they did it against us, and it was a real pain. There's too many of them. Although I still feel like we lost rounds that we shouldn't have done. I'm a little bit bitter about that. What can you do?
But they've got Anders in now.
Oh, so maybe they are boosting up their ranged forces. I think we'll be going. Looks like we're going live, yeah. And I didn't run the map intro before, so I am going to run it right now, guys. Hope you enjoy. Okay, and there we are. So sorry, I did just forget that, but let's have a bit of a map intro, even if it's not the map. And we are on the game now.
Russia's yeah, they went straight in for Gubu, who had been left at the barrel house there.
Yeah, predatory moves from the Russian cavalry there. And poor Gubbo loses out there. Gubbo is Gobi, I believe.
Oh, is it?
I think it's Gobi. Who is Gubbo then, if not Gobi?
I have to say I'm not sure.
I think it's Gobi. You know, a veteran of Einhjar back in the day.
Yeah, this leaves Scandinavia in quite an awkward position actually, because they've now got no crossfire at all. Both their archers in the same place at the windmill.
Yeah, it was a good call as well. You saw that they did.
I don't know if
they did go for 3 archers, but they've lost one already, and Anders down to just a sliver of health there.
I don't know if Gubbo had a pole arm, because usually this is very similar setup to the strategy we use in AAE. I don't know if Shemforrash lifted it, but we usually give the archer there a pole arm, so you can run away and hopefully stay alive a bit against cavalry, because it's a bit awkward being left there on your own without a pole arm. You just sort of,
I still feel like
get done in.
You sort of do, but I mean, no, they just kind of sit behind the barrel, and you're generally okay. I mean, that would have been better off for him, I think.
Yeah, I think if he'd got behind that barrel, he might have been alright. Yeah, but
the Russians are going to dismount their horses and start raising that flag, putting the pressure onto the Scandinavians immediately here, and that's a real wind-up. It's good to see a team sort of taking that initiative and just getting every little inch of advantage that they can.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on Scandinavia.
Yeah, they know they've got to move there. And Russians just going to continue to raise that flag, and Scandinavia got to move now. All the Russian cav mount up and move into the fray. I think that's a bit of a mistake. They're moving in without any support from their teammates, really, and the Russian cav are very vulnerable right now. If Winner can start getting off some shots here, perhaps taking on Alexander, who's really vulnerable right now, strong as well. But the Russian cav just seem to be cutting them up at the moment. Although Alexander in a horrible position right now, does go down, as he should do. I mean, just reckless play from the Russian cavalry almost. Great shot from Weird there, just shoots strong in the back. But just Alexander is going to go down from those.
Losing that cav could be critical though.
Yeah, I think they were lucky to get away with even 2 of them. Liveround's going to move in here without much support. Guns comes in, in the meantime the Russians just raise the flag, so too passive from Scandinavia, and perhaps it was a move of brilliance from the Russians. They just slowed down the Scandinavians too much, didn't let them get to the flag, and well, they just got it raised.
Yeah, I think losing Gubbo immediately as well was just it's a pretty harsh blow.
A tough loss, yeah.
Crossfire gun, I mean, they could have potentially done a lot more if they'd had an archer shooting on there, but oh well.
They don't really want to be losing rounds like that though, just to passivity. I mean, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't think they realised how far the flag was up either.
Yeah, I mean, whose fault is that? That's their own.
Scandinavia,
yeah. Moving on anyway, Russia do take a lead now, 3-2. After that first round, the second set. All credit to them.
Well, even quite a lot of players. No, they've even got a pair. I think got a pair of players in the spawn. And they seem to be taking safer positions now, like they were doing in the early stages of the last set.
The Scandinavians?
The Russians.
Russians. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, a little bit further back.
Big crazy splits we were seeing in the later rounds.
Trying to get some shots off. And they are happy to fire their bows early on as well. Try and get the sneaky shots. Something I certainly noticed when playing them as well, as an archer. They will always engage you in an archer duel if you give it to them. Fearless.
Oh, okay, taking a hit on Kekken as well.
Perhaps just a heel shot. Let me try and find that. Where are you, Kekken?
He's just next to the windmill.
Ooh, Anders with a snipe though. Wonderful shot. With his strong bow there, takes out Dirty
cavalry.
Black Champion. Was that one of their cavalry?
Yeah.
Even
That's
better.
a really big loss.
Yeah, massive loss.
Cavalry are the ones you need to keep alive all the way to the end.
When you've got a career advantage, it always makes a huge difference. You see Kekken there, yeah, he had a shield up, so he just got shot in the in the corner of his shoulder there. If that even makes sense. Do shoulders have corners? I don't think so. Flag is going to spawn up on the hill by the windmill.
This is a real advantage for either team now.
No, I don't think so.
Cavalry going straight in there.
Russia got a nice sort of, I guess, sort of ranged advantage over the flag right now. Sort of just having a look at it, but they're a player down still. Oh, Strong loses his horse immediately as well.
And goes down.
Yeah.
Weirdo goes down there.
Yeah, brilliant catch shots from Alexander, but Alexander could get isolated here. He's going to just try and run away, or is he going to engage? The guy is fearless.
Scandinavia on the flag now. I don't know how long.
Yeah, Scandinavia committing a few too many players towards Alexander right now, I think. Kekken comes in for the catch shots, doesn't get it. But Alexander really is distracting a lot of the Russian cavalry right now. They need to get in and support their teammates on the flag, who are fighting it out. Kekken and Liveround here calling out for support. Robin comes in too late, gets reared up.
Force dismounts to try and take out the Russian.
Oh, Liveround with a horrible team kill there against Kekken. He's alone on the flag right now. He just needs his support desperately, but he can't get any because the Russians have too much of a brilliant ranged overview of it, and Shema just gets caught up in the melee there immediately. And actually Scandinavia, oh well, and let's bring down Black Devil, yeah, that's good. And they bring the flag back too. Robin raising it up now. Remke does bring down Liveround, but it's incredibly close right now. Scandinavia with 5 player against 3 advantage. But Remke is bringing down Shemafarash, and Anders does bring down Remke. Anders has been absolutely crucial in this round for his team. And Max knows he's got to run onto the flag right now. They've got to get Scandinavia off of it immediately.
Scandinavia can just play very defensive now.
Yeah, they can. They've got the flag card. Well, they don't really, but they just need. In fact, Anders would be better off the flag because even if they die right now, he can just run onto the flag and win. Max goes down, and that's going to be the end of it for the Russian team. Horrible team hit from Anders there, but not going to kill him, and it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, nice kill from Gubbo as well. And that was really wonderful play from Anders there, just getting all those crucial shots. 3 kill round for him, I think.
It's fortunate seeing on the flag at the end there where Shemafarash was trying to stun, and the Liveround goes down while Shemafarash was trying to stun, then Shema goes down trying to stun.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of. I think that's kind of the risk with stunning. Like, if something goes wrong, it can really go wrong very fast with it. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just probably nerves to some degree. If you, well, you just need the coordination. Scandinavia wasn't quite there, but Russia doing a very similar setup. I think Scandinavia are as well.
yeah, both teams are sort of calm down. Go ahead.
Russia seems very concerned about this archer. I think it's currently Weirdo, who's at the barrel house, because they've gone after him. They went after him straight away in the first round, and in the second round there they went. You know, they deployed all their cav to get him immediately. They're really quite worried about him. I don't know. I mean, he's in a nice crossfire location, but and now they're sending Archer in fair to drive him out.
Yeah, Remka and Max moving over. They want to take that position, and they cover there to support as well. Strong and Alexander moving from either side. I think we've got Shema there still to support. With Weirdo around that barrel, there's not really much the Cav can do by themselves. But we do have Max and Remka moving towards him. Weirdo's got to get out of here, but okay, he's going to start bailing right now. But he's moving out into the open, that's going to make him vulnerable. Robin goes down to Strong as well there, and that's one of their Cav gone. Alexander and Strong surrounding him. The Russian Cav want their prize, and that's a brilliant couch lance from Black Champion. Takes down Weirdo there in the open. Shemafra shoots his horse as well, and is going to lose his life to Black Champion with a double kill.
Yeah, and I think.
And with Robin going down in the meantime, the Scandinavia down 5 players to 8. And yeah, they spread out too far. Russia they smelled the blood in the water.
Well, I think they could. I think Scandinavia could have escaped there, but I think
they delayed too much. They delayed too much,
yeah,
and
they waited too long.
It was wonderful coordination from the Russian cavalry as well. You could see it. Hope you could see it brilliant on the stream, because I could really see it really well. How the Russian cavalry just kind of encircled them and came in from all angles. They've got some really wonderful cavalry coordination going on right there. Perhaps not the most technically gifted cav. Brilliant shot from Gubber there in the meantime. Takes down Uber School Red, and that's a really bad name. Wonderful headshot.
Scandinavia, we wanted to take some risks here.
Yeah, it's going to even up a little bit. 5 against 7 is winnable. We've certainly seen crazier things happen. Olivran, though, once again moving forward early on, and just with no support at all. Gunnison goes down to the Lance of Alexander. I think Olivran's just going to, his seconds are numbered.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing it smart, keeping his column out there, but
yeah,
his team's almost all dead, so...
Black Champion with taking his third kill of the round there on Olivran. Kekin fighting out, doing what he can, but now losing his shield, and he's going to go down very soon there. And just fighting out. Does he get... Oh, nice kick there.
Looks off there.
Oh, Griffin with a double kill, finish that off, and a 7-0 round for Russia there. Very nice aggressive movements, seeing the vulnerability in Scandinavia's formation. Let's see the active approach.
And they really has to be careful with the Archer at the barrel house there. They've lost him twice in a row now. In fact, they lost him in the second round as well, but later on when he was trying to move across the ruins. So I think they got to be a bit more cautious there. Certainly, if they smell anything fishy going on, they got to get him straight out. Yeah, looks like they're not going to leave him there this time.
Yeah, but I think they're keeping him a bit further back. Now, if anything, it'll give them time to react. We've got Weirdo back here. I think it might even just be Cav back here at the moment. Yeah, it's just Weirdo and Robin there. The rest of them have gone into the forest, so not even sending anyone for the crossfire.
Oh, Weirdo's gone cavalry. He was the Archer.
Oh yeah, they have gone for the 4 Cav. The Scandinavian trademark. Ironic that Nords in mount&blade they can't even take Cav in single player. But the real life Nords, the Scandinavians, they love it.
Stream just went off for a second there, as soon as you're back on there.
Was it? Apologies for any technical difficulties. Don't think I have any drop frames.
Don't know, maybe it was my end then.
Could be.
Scandinavia been very aggressive here. Oh no, it's backing off now. Fortunately they've got a lot of arrows, but not much gain.
Yeah, and they certainly... Yeah.
It's one of the big problems with doing pushes and then backing out of it, is the amount of loss you've had in terms of shield strength and possible just taking the odd hit on your body as well.
Yeah, and Russia are really, they're killer for it as well. Griffin's a wonderful archer, and he will just fire and fire and fire whenever he gets any opportunity.
Ooh. And Alexander comes right around that
you can see Griffin hasn't even taken a shield, he's probably got 60 arrows. The guy just wants to fire as much as he can. So it does make a difference. stressful to deal with. Flag's going to spawn once again up on this windmill hill.
It doesn't seem like they're quite in good position here. They're all grouped up behind the windmill there.
Yeah, you can see the map is sort of split in half. Scandinavia is sitting by the windmill, and Russians just kind of holding on to their spawn. Going to try and just keep the fire up on the flag, same as they did before. It's such a pain to deal with because it's so hard to get round into that spawn and just stop those shots from happening. But they got 3 archers in brilliant positions, just firing and firing and firing onto that flag.
That's a brilliant time.
Taking the early kill leads as well. Yeah, Gubba with a rough team kill too, and 7 on 4 here. As Remika and Strong getting their kills. Russia could take this set 3-1 and they kill from Strong there, and looks like they will. It's 7 on just 1 now as Alexander 6 on Anders, and Strong brings down Gubbo. Russia taking the first real lead here in this game, 5-3, and that's going to be the score going to the second map.
Quite a close score, but I think
quite a close score, but well earned. I think Russia looking, I think the better of the 2 teams so far.
Yeah, something to note. I think in terms of melee, Scandinavia possibly have been winning more than melees, so on the close map that might be significant. Although it's Vendetta, so it's also going to be very archer friendly as well.
But Russia got a big squad. I mean, for the close map, who have they got waiting in the wings? Is Deno going to come out?
Could be.
Perhaps you know, some other heroes, as I like to call them. They could be coming out and bring the ruckus. Russia, I mean, one of their strengths is just having a big, deep squad, and they've got infantry players who can surprise you in the melee, I think.
We also have to see. Oh, wrong factions. Roddox Nords this one. Battle of the infantry factions on the infantry map.
We've got Foms with his new Twitter. I don't know why he's got a new Twitter. Always changing his Twitter. He's a weird guy. And he says, the beginning of your intro music reminds me of Jingle Bells. Lol. Brackets Foms. So thanks for that, Foms. Do remember you can tweet in at Captain Lust. Love to hear from you. We have a nice tweet here from Davsy as well. I think I did miss reading it out before because I just saw it as the game was starting. Winter is ending, and so will the Winter War end. Scandinavia versus Russia, fighting in 2 snowy maps for the Nations Cup 2014. Hashtag Nations Cup 2014, don't forget that. And I can see our tweets there, just from that hashtag. You don't even need to tweet at me, because we'll see hashtags. Or yeah, I should do, yeah, I will do. So yeah, don't forget to tweet in there. And follow the stream as well on Twitch. That always just help us out. In the meantime, we will be playing Vendetta, Roddox versus Nord. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, this is always a hard map to attack on because the positions on the upper area, on the village, are very mutually supporting. They're very difficult to attack, and so it can often lead to just one team just sort of sitting on them until the flags come up.
Do you think the flag has a big, the dice roll of the flag has a big impact in this map?
Yes and no. I mean, the interior flags can be basically controlled by whoever is defending if they decide to set up in the right positions. The outside one is basically a toss-up between the teams. I mean, attackers often choose to sit on the outside flag effectively at that ninja ladder place and sort of set up there, but it's really, given the position of the flag, it doesn't give much advantage to them to do that. It only means they're on the flag a bit earlier. But
do you think the interior flag can be sort of held in a very, very difficult position to be won? You know?
Yeah, I think the barn and the that other house next to the barn are very good positions to hold. You can hang on to those. You hold great positions for firing onto that central flag and onto the keep flag as well. And you get the positions to move onto the keep flag. It basically holds the whole of the central area. So attackers can go in for a few ways. You know, they can go in through breach and try and hold the keep area, or they can go in the main gate and try and hold that one house, which can get them more positions. And so they can do stuff, but I think it's often in the favour of the defenders this map.
What about faction-wise? You prefer Roddox or Nords on this?
Ooh. Hmm. I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's difficult. I mean, I always think that with crossbows versus bows, it always depends on how the melee fight goes. I didn't mean to rhyme there. I'm not trying to do poetry. I just think like the longer the melee fight drags out, the better crossbows get. Like the more time they have to get more shots off, and the more impact they're gonna have. But I mean, you can have melee fights which are over in 2 swings, especially when you have sort of aggressive kind of Russian play, melee style. And I feel like crossbows are kind of redundant. Like when you're playing as a crossbowman and the melee fight is over in 2 seconds, it's just, well, I did nothing. I could just
get one or two shots.
1 or 2 shots off. It really doesn't make a difference at all. So I sort of think it requires an active effort on the side of the Rodok infantry to just sort of slow things down. And especially with the big board shields, you can get away with it. Just block and hit, block and hit, block and hit. Just let your crossbow do some work.
I think the cover on the map as well is something to consider, because there's cover for really both factions, for both crossbows and bows here. Because I mean, the ladder and the barn are both equally good with crossbows and bows.
I mean the ninja ladder.
Yeah, the ninja ladder. And then, but the houses definitely favour crossbows better. I mean, the factions are relatively equal. Both have great infantry. Both have great, well, not very good cavalry. And I mean, Nord cavalry can be good once they get a bit of money rolling in. They can get up to hunter and armor and stuff.
Yeah.
For the first.
And for the rangers, Nords probably have sort of very weak rangers, but the fact that they have bows can still kind of be an advantage. It's just situational.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'd say probably the crossbows have a slight advantage. There's just maybe a bit more cover that they can use better. I mean, Nord Rangers do have the advantage of being very hardy as infantry as well. Whereas Rodok crossbowmen really don't have very good stats compared to the other classes. But
I agree. But I'm gonna have to stop you there because we're going into the intro right now. So bam, let's run that intro. And I'm gonna say I hope you enjoyed that intro, but I know you enjoyed the intro because it was amazing. Oh, in the meantime,
Scandinavia have taken very odd moves. They've charged out the back gate.
They have done, and they've got an early kill as well there from Anders picking off. I didn't even see who that was.
That was
Red. Uberscore Red. So wonderful start for the Scandinavian team, but they're looking very vulnerable outside right now as the Russians have pushed forward as well. Really putting pressure onto the Scandinavian team. Shimmer playing infantry as well, quite an interesting move. Actually put Gurnason as the horseman here. And Shimmer trying to push forward to engage with Max, but under a lot of pressure from Griffin here. Everyone's going to take him out of the fight, and it's really disjointed right now. We're going to follow this fight going over towards the sort of map edge. Big Blood moves in to support them as well, but Griffin needs to be stopped from just firing undisrupted onto this fight.
Yeah, Anders is shooting at him at the moment.
He is shooting at it now as well, and Shimmer goes over to try and take him down. But, well, sort of incredibly disjointed fighting going on right now. Shimmer is still alive for the time being. Guns to come to support. Oh, and Griffin does go down finally. Great work from Shimafrash. Big Blue takes down Max in the meantime, and Scandinavia take the advantage here, 5 against 4. Gurnason comes over with a wonderful knockdown, working with Shimafrash to take down Strong. But Remika does get the kill on Weirdo. Still incredibly close, but Scandinavia with better health and a player up against the Russian team. Rempica looks isolated here as well. Southern has to move down the ladder to try and help him out. And Rempica, just not able to get himself out of the situation, is going to go down to the joint efforts of Blevandafar, Shimafrash and Gurnason.
And Anders is just in the perfect spot here. There's nothing Russians will really be able to do against him.
Absolutely not. Siphon is going to move around to try and neutralise that threat, but Shimmer's hot on his tail. And this is a horrible situation for Siphon right now. He's a wonderful player, but I don't think he can do much about this. It's gonna take down Shimmer's shield and or lose his own shield. And he can't really fall off there because he's not got much health left. Does go down, down to quarter health. Blue manages to drop without taking anything. Shimmer does go down. Poor guy loses his axe there. It's a nice axe too. the third tier axe, or second tier axe, third tier axe maybe. One of the favourite axes of the Nords. He's going to lose that out. Is a third tier axe, yeah.
Looks like Scandinavia doing the same thing again. I think the one problem with that last round is it took a very long time for Bliv to get into the fight. There was one infantry down for a long time there.
I wonder where he was. Well, he
I
seems
think he was running around with
yeah,
that
he seems to have gone with the main group right now, so perhaps he'll play a little bit better. Russia seemed kind of indecisive, perhaps a little bit shaken by that round. You can see the Scandinavia actually taken 5 infantry, which is pretty radical, I think. Even for a close map. Anders with an early headshot again, and this guy's flying high.
Yeah, you see the thing is the Russians are trying to spread out to get some crossfires on this fight, but as they're spreading out, Anders is just able to see them because the wall won't protect them anymore.
Yeah, the guy's sitting up in this tower, and they're panicked by him because they don't want to lose another player to that kind of headshot. Scandinavia happy to just keep pushing forward, and Russia seem flustered, I think, to say the least. Black Champion moving forward, trying to get the couch lance.
Bet the entire Russian team coming out there. Miscommunication there. Trying to survive, but goes down.
Yeah, it's going to go down, yeah. And Scandinavia pushing into that gatehouse, but with not much support. Strong for the whole team kill. Oh, Champion with the team kill as well. Weird brings out Remka in the meantime, and Russia choking this. Black Champion loses his horse, and Weird with a triple killer. Takes down Strong as well. Kekin brings down Siphon, and, well, Russia almost seemed to find a bit of momentum and a bit of space there, but all went crumbling down. Some horrible team kills, and Russia lose their lead completely. It's back to 5-5. All momentum with Scandinavia right now.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting tactic from Scandinavia as well, because there's not much Russia can do. They can't just push in the main gate, because Scandinavia can just jump over that ninja ladder, and even if they do, they've got Bliv over near Anders, I believe, or they did have for one of the rounds. I think Russia's got to start doing something different though, because they're losing all these fights in the open.
Yeah, but they just seem indecisive. They're still kind of wandering, flustering around this main gate area. Scandinavia are going to keep doing the same thing as long as it's working. They're going to do the same thing over and over and over again. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, Russia seem a bit more organised this time.
Bliv is actually, strangely enough, is changing up what he's doing. He's gone through the inside this time.
Oh, and Russia sent Siphon in.
Bliv doing a little bit of wall watching here. You can see. Hello.
Bliv's going to go back and fight Siphon.
Caught in the act. Sort of.
Run off and leave Anders too.
Yeah, Siphon's gone right in to try and dislodge Anders.
Just out on his own against Russ Griffin. Not quite sure what he's going to get.
Well, I think he's going to try and just stop Griffin from just firing at him. I think hopefully, Gurnison really in a difficult situation there. Just kept getting shot by Max there. Expected the Russian player to miss, but a misplaced expectation because Russians do not miss their shots very often. Kekin gonna fall to the spearing of the Russian team. Olivran playing 1 against 2 here, and 4 against 6 for the Russian team. For the Scandinavians, 3 against 6 now. Olivran does go down there without getting too much damage done to either of those players. Shema here, doesn't even get the range of that war spear. Black Champion comes in, and Shema, well, could make something happen here. It's just 1 player against 2. Gets the slash against his horse, but didn't perhaps get any damage.
I think Bliv just being there is not doing.
No, he was better off outside. I think. I think even being there, he would have been better off protecting Anders against Siphon and letting Anders just keep shooting. But he didn't even do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's quite getting them by being inside there.
Yeah, I think if he'd come out and maybe done some damage, it would have been worth it. But as it was.
Takes out the cav though.
Yeah, that's nice.
Huge kill.
It's a big kill.
I mean,
obviously, you're not going to worry about the warhorse because it's Nords anyway. But
but the armor.
Yeah.
The thing with Nords is you get stopped, you die. So if you get the armor, you at least.
Yeah, a few more hits, but not anymore because Van Vaz got that kill. Griffin just sitting on the flag, getting the crucial flag race here as Russia are 5-on-1. And I'm going to take a 6-5 lead here. And does get a kill though in his death, and I should have been watching that. Sorry, I was just watching.
Yeah, Russia really should have taken Anders down there without any losses. But
yeah, they do get a 4-player win. It's not bad though. But Scandinavia's still going to want to win this round, go into the last set even. That's quite crucial for them.
Shifting up a bit actually. They've got 2 cavalry now.
It's interesting. Yeah, Shema Fresh tired of just being so slow. I think a lot of cavalry feel like that as well. Just when they're not playing cavalry, they're just like, this is so slow. I cannot get anywhere. It's the same for us foot players. I mean, when you take a horse, it's just like, wow, freedom.
Yeah.
Feels so different. It's like you're playing a different game. Schmafrash obviously more comfortable on 4 legs than 2.
Well, they've got, if they're fighting out there, they've got the open space to use their cavalry potentially. So
Yeah, but
Bliv once again just sat inside there, and I think that's going to lose them the round. To be honest.
well, it's not set in stone yet. But I think Scandinavia they're out here in two small numbers.
Yeah, they're
Russia's just pushing forward, and there's no support. The cavalry are not anywhere near there yet. Gunnison and Shemi are coming now, but it's too late. I mean, they've already been forced into a small ball. Kekin is running around trying to find some space here to do some damage and stop this crossfire. Gunnison just running into archers. Shemafrash running into cav. Horrible team kill from Red, and that's going to give them perhaps a lifeline for Scandinavia. Bliv has got to just move forward though. He's sort of easing towards the Russian players, but too slow. Widow takes down Strong. Griffin does bring out guns in the meantime, and Scandinavia is somehow with a player advantage right now, which I'm very surprised by. Shemafrash does go down to the back champion. Bliv, though, finally making an impact. Takes down Rempika, but under a lot of pressure from a lot of Russian players, is on almost no health, but still playing fearless as ever. Keeping Max at least busy for now and going for that kill. Champion's going to come in and get the lance kill on him.
Down. It's now 5v5. Oh, wow.
Wonderful kill from Kekin there, and shot from Anders. Back champion pulls kill back against the Leveran, but Scandinavia 4 against 3 here with a slight advantage player-wise. The flag comes up and Widow wins his duel, and 4-on-2 in favour of Scandinavia right now. Kekin is vulnerable here, but Galway with a beautiful shot takes out Black Devil, and it's just Black Champion right now against the 4 Scandinavians. I think is Black Champion just going to run for the flag and try and maybe raise it?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to work.
No, I think it's definitely not going to work. But, well...
Not with the equipment he's got to take anyway.
No. And just... Well, can he survive for a minute and 30 seconds on this flag?
No.
No.
He's killing the horse.
Yeah.
Or
maybe he's going to try and make the horse run into him. Like, because that could actually kill him with the amount of health he's got left.
Well, you kill someone's horse, you sound like saying, "You're next."
He's going to leave his head on his pillow tomorrow morning.
And he's got a fighting pick there.
Yeah, engaging in the jaw, obviously that's a mistake, but why not? Just you got to throw everything at it. Just make sure he goes down. You got a minute to kill him. Plenty of time. Minute to kill him. Just don't kill each other and give him a chance. Well, there's a team kill there. Horrible javelin from Weirdo. But they're going to take him down. So fair play to Kekin, and 6-6. Couldn't ask for.
Good comeback from Scandinavia.
Couldn't ask for a closer final right now. The scores are dead even.
I think it's interesting that the Russians didn't change it up more than they did though in those rounds. They didn't want, they didn't rush in or try and take the positions. They just kept moving onto that outside position every single time.
Yeah, pushing outside. I mean, but it was close though. I don't think. I mean, it's hard to call that a tactical loss, really. I think it just, when it came down to it, Scandinavia just got the kills. So I wouldn't be too concerned about the, the actual the tactics themselves.
I just think the fact that they lost twice in a row and then they didn't do anything differently. Really, they just kept moving the same way. I think Scandinavia's own positioning caught them out on that 3rd round, but
yeah.
We'll have to see how Scandinavia handle attacking though. It's probably the harder job to do.
I think we're going to have a small break now. I think Fom's mentioned some sort of announcement. A nice tweet here from, I think that's Maury. It's Jeffrey V. Overveld. That's Maury, right? Oh no, is that Beardo?
I think that's Beardo, yeah.
I think that is Beardo. Saying, wishing the best of luck to Team SCA. They possibly have the bravest commander. Love, Beardo. Yeah, it's Beardo, obviously. And Noah starts, Craddock, saying, enjoy the stream. Thanks so far, enjoying the stream. So, yeah, thanks guys for your tweets in. Have a little break right now for what I believe will be the final set.
I have to wonder how Russia's going to do this. I don't think they'll do anything like what Scandinavia did defend.
No, not at all. I think Russia will just want to hold those houses, get high firing positions, and just shoot down onto their opponents as much as they can.
Yeah, they want to use their ranges there as much as possible.
Although really their rangers do much prefer bows to crossbows, though. I firmly believe that.
Could well be.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, Fom's making an announcement that they believe one of the Russian players Okay, I'm going to read this out just word for word. Foms has said, during the past couple of days, we have been gathering. I don't know, that's a mispronunciation. Gathering evidence against RUS Strong. We have enough to believe that he is a Ukrainian player. Therefore, based on our evidence, I'm banning Russ Strong from the remainder of the match. Russia must continue without him. That's interesting.
A lot of opposition coming from the Russians there.
Yeah.
It's an interesting time to say it though.
Yeah. Strange as well. It's kind of a strange call. If they're so convinced that it's Rich, then why not? I mean, like, they've used him for 3/4 of the final. It's strange to kind of validate that.
Yeah.
And then ban him.
Or blood drama.
Yeah, it's another final with drama. Well, let's just kind of see how it plays out, I guess.
Yeah, they're saying it's Rich with the R1CH.
Yeah. Obviously not Lord Rich, which is your alternative name, I believe.
I'm not secretly playing.
Secretly playing and commentating. I was tweeting from Lura in the meantime. It's some kind of, I think, meme saying SCA versus Russ so good. Nerdgasm. So thanks for that. Guys, if you are nerdgasming at home, please feel free to tweet in and let us know that you're having multiple nerdgasms over the stream. Seems like there's a bit of a protest from the Russian team. Strong hasn't left the server yet.
There's Russians saying they don't have Rich. Max saying we know have Rich.
We know how Rich.
Mostly than just saying what the fuck, I think.
And Bliv saying I am Sodomard. So slightly different take on it.
Apparently Folms is saying that the reason for stopping right now is because he has more evidence than before the match. Obviously something's come to light.
Okay. Interesting.
Russia asking for screenshots.
Max insisting we know how Rich. It's kind of an interesting situation. I guess we'll just have to see how this pans out right now. Like I said, it's a very strange kind of decision as well.
Rather awkward and unfortunate end to the final.
It's very well. It's not quite the end yet, but
no. I mean, we just had like 6-6, isn't it? So just exciting final set. Hopefully they'll be able to continue.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an odd move. It's like it seems all kind of drama mongering, really.
Yeah. I don't know if it actually is Rich or not.
No. Wait. Well.
I'm saying he's going to ban him now.
Yeah, the situation is that Foam seems to be banning one of the Russian players, Strong, the server, under the suggestion that he's actually Ukrainian player Rich. Russian players seem pretty angry about
Upset.
it.
Yeah.
They certainly don't seem to be agreeing that it is Rich at all.
No. It was very odd timing to do it. I hope they'll be able to get on with the match now, though. But Strong was certainly doing good work for Russia, whoever he was.
Yeah, it was very influential. Rich, a very good player as well.
Yeah. Russia do have plenty of other players who can play, so.
It looks like we're just going to be waiting around for a little bit there. Hard to really sort of speculate on what's going to happen now because it seems a very tense situation has kind of sprung up here. Disappointing to see another final is kind of already seeing drama.
Yeah.
Especially since there was an emphasis on this tournament having referees to avoid these kind of situations and avoid kind of dramas in the finals.
Just to repeat as well, Russia just very upset because Strunk has been banned.
Yeah, Strunk's been banned from the server right now. They putting up a protest about it.
Tommy Boy was asking that on the stream.
Okay. Yeah, Strunk has been banned from the server under Form's suggestion that Russia have been playing, actually using the Ukrainian player Rich. And is this okay? Foams has restarted. I think Russia have agreed.
Griffin did say he is
ready. Ready, and they're just going to carry on, I guess.
Alright, so back in.
Yeah, there you go. Interesting.
Russia are going to be shaken up about that though.
Shaken up, but well, it's not really our place to speculate. But I gotta say, if a UK player was banned and they were part of our team, we wouldn't continue, I don't think.
No. So Russia have a crossbow infantry pair sitting outside the back gate that's watching Shema Forash.
Yeah,
Scandinavian team.
Scandinavia moving towards the ninja ladder. Basically it's kind of all sitting there.
Yeah, and pretty much as we said, the Russian crossbows are just going to be everywhere. It's going to infiltrate the entire village.
Yeah, 4 of them.
Yeah, that's hefty.
That's powerful. And is it Zik has come in to replace Strong here?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think Zik was the player that wasn't playing before. So has his moment to shine.
Yeah, and I think Russia have a player on pretty much every single roof and outside as well.
Yeah, you can see a few Russians sitting out here by that sort of bridge over the snowy lake. It's kind of a useless bridge, really.
Can they just sort of hang around outside? I think they could maybe do with trying to push in and take some better positions on the inside, to be honest, but
Scandinavia?
They've just got to be really careful here with all these crossbows.
Yeah. But Russia are very spread out, though.
Griffin's taken a hit. I don't know what that was.
Griffin?
Yeah, he's injured. Maybe he just fell off the roof.
It's quite a lot for a roof drop. Maybe a headshot? I don't know. Might have blood off, I'm not sure. I've got environment shadows off, but I actually that's how I play anyway, just so you can see more things. I think it's kind of better for streaming as well. Even though it doesn't look as pretty. Flag has spawned now as well, up on the
Scandinavia are still really cautious, but they've managed to take some positions. They got the ninja ladder, they got that house. And there's a huge infantry disparity. If the crossbows don't get the kills here, Russia's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, those crossbows fighting out against Nord infantry and melee, not going to have a good time at all. Scandinavia pushed Russians off the flag there straight away. They're just going to be trying to raise that as much as possible.
Gubba goes down.
Yeah, Red does bring down Gubbo. Russia took a player advantage early on here. The Russian Cav 2. Siphon brings down Gurnerson too, the wonderful jump slash.
Force goes down as well.
Oh, team good from Russia is a sort of shining light for the Scandinavian team there. Anders does take down Griffin in the meantime as well. But they're still a player down, 5-6. Although they have managed to raise the flag up a little bit. Nice movement in melee here from Levrand. Does go down though immediately, as I say that. To the slash of Siphon. Big Bliv pulls a go back against Dirty Champion, and Kevin just trying to stay alive here. Big Bliv just trying to keep that flag higher for... Oh, Big Bliv doing massive work in the melee here, and all the kills coming for Scandinavia right now. 4 against 2 advantage we see here. Siphon takes down Anders, but it's too late, too little too late, and wonderful melee there when he worked from Bliv and Kekin.
No way. Rush can do it.
Absolutely not, no. Scandinavia with the high flag right now, and a great kill from Siphon. Anyway, 1 against 2. Siphon's got 3 seconds left to kill both of them, and they're just going to hold up their flags.
Get the kill, get the win first.
But it's not enough time, and wonderful play. Very nice from the Scandinavians there. Take the first round of the last set, and their first lead in the match.
Yeah, I think, as I say, the infantry advantage definitely did pay off there for them.
Yeah, Russia's sticking with it though. They're sticking with their 4 crossbowmen, despite none of them getting a single kill. all their kills coming from the infantry players there. 4 of them from Siphon. But they're sticking with their guns. Maybe they feel like they got a lot of hits.
I don't know if they had enough firing positions though. I mean,
are there enough firing positions for 4 crossbowmen?
Well, they did have initially. They did have enough firing positions initially, but they
shots here from Red as well. Just shooting Gurnison as he's running around. Or doesn't miss that one. But yeah, but it's every little helps, as Tisco say.
Yeah.
Or every penny helps, whatever it is.
I don't know if that's a headshot on the horse.
Possibly not, no. But it's it's still like a heavy crossbow at least.
Yeah.
Maybe even a siege crossbow, and it's a pain. You don't want to lose anything before the main fight starts.
No, you take a hit every now and then. Your horse. There's not much you can do. They can't shield or anything. So. Not too bad. It's better than being hit in the body of the Nord cavalry anyway, because you can only take like 2 hits maybe at most.
Yeah.
Often it's just die with 1. So.
Yeah. With a weak shield like that, that might even be a siege crossbow.
Red trying to get him on top of the battlements there to get some sort of higher angle.
I don't know why he's doing it from like the little cauldron. You can just do it from like the side of the wall itself, and doesn't even really help you out that much. And it's some horrible trick jumper he was doing as well. It's not a hard jump at all. He just can't do it. I think it's a bit harder from the cauldron as well, because the cauldron's such a dodgy like model. Here we go. He's getting the better approach right now.
He's listening to the stream.
There he is. Oh no! Oh no!
Red's a bit drawn.
From this side, maybe. Yeah. Here he is. He's up now, and that's achieved him nothing. He's dropped down. In the meantime, flag's going to be spawning pretty soon.
And the AP are just holding in the same positions. And I think they've split their infantry up a lot here, but because the Russians don't have many infantry themselves, they're not actually under any threat from the split, because
they can get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The flag that spawned down by the fort as well. Russia going to get there first, but perhaps a little bit delayed. Max and Rempika perhaps vulnerable to a bit of pressure here right now. Yeah. Russians quite spread out.
Move by the Russians. The Russians have given up all the high ground.
They have.
Keep, and that's really not the best firing position.
No, not at all. But Scandinavia not taking the barn either. I think the barn, while it can be a good firing position, it's just so far away.
An interesting little fight going on near the breach there as Gunston's trying to get in. And manages to get in eventually.
Liveran getting outnumbered in this melee fight here is doing some nice spinning around, keeping himself alive. I think really those crossbows aren't going to be able to do too much anyway, just because they're crossbows. Shimmer does go down in the meantime, just some
nice bump from
Black Champion coming through. Black Devil another kill as well. I think the Scandinavians having a hard time assaulting this right now. Black Devil just military cleavering the hell out of all these Scandinavians, and Kekin does not want to retreat into that fort because there's a lot of crossbows in there. Gerson does pull a couch lance kill back, but
it's too little now.
Well, certainly too little, too late. Low health from the remaining 4 Scandinavian players. Russia raising the flag, and they're 6 against 4 player count.
Bump slash from Gurnison there.
Widow's just going to run to the flag. That's the best move, because the flag is actually that high for Russian players. If he can kill Siphon here, unlike as it seems, he could get the flag a little bit higher, but no, Griffin's coming on now. In comes Black Champion as well, and I think Widow stays unnumbered.
I think Scandinavia just pushed a bit too quickly there. they didn't give the time for their players to get into position to shoot down on it, and their cav wasn't in position either because he got delayed.
No, not at all.
And it was all very disjointed.
Although I think they could have perhaps they pushed too quick onto the flag, but maybe too slow to catch the moving Russian players, because the Russian players just did a mass migration. They didn't try and hold their barn or anything like that. And there was a period of transit where they could have caught maybe 2 or 4 of those Russian players outnumbered.
I don't think that was even a very good position for the Russians either. So
no, not at all.
It was Scandinavia's round to lose.
Bit messy.
Yeah.
But Russia come out on top, and 7-7. Great final as well. You see these two teams are very closely matched in skill. Very closely matched.
Don't know if we're going to go to a draw round here.
Could we see the tiebreaker map, the infamous or famous tiebreaker map, come out? What are your thoughts on those tiebreaker maps? Obviously, being the maker of them.
I did make them.
But this was not their intended use.
Not their initial intended use. Was their the idea was to make a map which got rid of the whole spawn swapping thing. So this is a good fit for us.
Yeah, but I mean, the flags kind of destroy that anyway, because the flags are like totally uneven. Some of them.
Well, that's the same in any map, though, isn't it? In terms of the flag spawns, the flag locations on the maps are perfectly symmetrical. It's just
but you have the randomization of the spawn, which like makes the huge difference.
It does.
Like, say you have like a map like, I don't know, Field by the River, like all the flag spawns are kind of like really far apart, but they're fairly even between the two teams.
That's true, but the teams have equal opportunity to have the flags.
What, on the symmetrical maps?
Yeah.
I don't know. When we played ours against the Russians, like we felt really hard done by the flags. Because like
you get
on proving grounds, like you have to move across the those huge open areas. Like the flag spawns, like it went across one of them. It's just like it just gets messed up like cav. I don't know.
Comes down to play it. I think the point is though that there's no actual map advantage to either team, which is just what the
no map advantage, but I mean it's like you put more on the dice then. Like anyway, I'm not.
Potentially, it depends how you play the map.
I don't want to like have a sort of seething attack against you. I kind of like the idea.
Flag.
Yeah, flags spawn in the same place, and so Russians doing the same sort of thing. But they've actually left Red and Max and Rempika back towards the barn this time.
Yeah, they're waiting for this cavalry. I think they're trying to catch Gurnison off.
Gurnison loses interest, and it's going to go around the other side.
I know you've been very cautious.
Do you prefer this for Russia right now with the extra firepower coming from the barn as well?
I'm honestly not sure. The players running everywhere, to be honest.
I think I might. I don't necessarily prefer it, but I think what the real problem here for Scandinavia is just how far away they are right now. Like they're finally into the flag now, but not enough numbers at all.
Yeah, they're very split up. Oh, Scandinavian
Backchampion comes in right now, and Siphon is here, and he wants blood because he loves the situation. He just wants a big fight.
He goes down to Kecken
then. Yeah, I think the Black Champion and Black Devil are just giving a really hard time to the
and Griffin goes down.
Scandinavians right now. But yeah, Scandinavians do seem to get the kills somehow, some way. And yeah, they just keep getting kills. I mean, it seems to be such a disadvantageous situation, but they're whitewashing this right now. It's A against 3 in favour of Scandinavia right now. Flag still high for the Russians. The Black Champion's going to try and stay alive right now for the remaining 30 seconds. I don't see it happening, I've got to say. And Guernsey comes in, gets the knockdown, and Black Champion's health goes to, well, literally nothing now as he does die. Cypher going to try and move to the flag now and stay alive, but no, there he goes down to Gubbo. And
I think it's what I said earlier. The Scandinavian players seem to be getting the better of the melee fights.
Yeah.
You know, they seem to just be doing it, and there's a lot of individual melee fights in that whole skirmish there.
I think they did really well to keep that alive there. I mean, all their players, before they started getting kills, all their players basically went down to really low health, and they just started finding the actual kills themselves.
A lot of armor coming out for Scandinavia now.
The last round they've all bought up heavy, and that could make a big difference here. It could be really hard for the Russians to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of the Russian crossbows are taking the lighter armor as well. The one that only gives 18 body and no leg armor. Well, one of them at least. Yeah, only one. I think.
Let's see if we can find him. I've gone through
really
like all the players.
Terrible equipment. If you look at Oop School Red.
I think it's the last player that I'm going to come to. I might have even. Oh, here he is. Oh, that's not bad armor. I thought you meant like the free armor.
Well, that's pretty bad armor, that one.
Well, that's quite standard. Doesn't make that much of a difference in the padded cloth, I don't think.
5 less. It's quite a bit. But
It's slower and like heavier and stuff as well. No, I don't mind that as a choice at all. He's got himself his steel bolts. That's what he really wants. Oh, Max's an early kill as well. And I cannot point out to you enough in a crucial round like this how frustrating it is to go down early on in the round before the fight starts. And Scandinavia lose 2 players early on. They've got to pull it back immediately. Black Devil brings down Gunnarsson as well. In the meantime, Anders gets a headshot, and he seems to be doing that throughout the match, getting these beautiful headshots when he needs to get them. McGovern caught up in the fight as well. Red brings down Anders, and it's 7-on-4 here, 7-on-3 in favour of the Russians. Could we be seeing a tiebreak here? It looks like it at the moment. Black Devil and Gubber fighting out as Bliv desperately trying to bring down Rempika to help out his teammates and get away from this fight, but Rempika's keeping him busy. He's lost his shield. It's just Bliv left. GF says Rempika in the middle of a fight with Bliv does go down. He says GF in the middle of the fight.
Bliv desperately spinning there.
That's massive. That's massive BM from Rempika, and Bliv spins for his life, but as you guys does go down there, and so much for snowballing. As we see 8-8 in the grand final of the Nations Cup 2014. This will go to a tie-break. It's going to be on Winterberg. And it's fitting that the first stream we did of this tournament, Italy versus the Czech Republic, was a tie-break that went to Winterberg. And the last game we'll be streaming of this tournament is a tie-break. It's on Winterberg. We have the creator of the map with us, Azan. Tell us a little bit about it, the map itself.
It's a very small map.
Very small.
Very small, very snowy.
We will be seeing any class other than infantry for this decider.
Yeah, I think I'm sure we will. I mean, it's quite a flat map as well. It's small, but it's flat.
Well, so there's high areas though you can get up on. There's 2 little towers. There's a little stand in the middle.
I'm pretty sure it'll be an infantry focused map. It'll probably be 5, maybe even 6 infantry.
Some say it's Stanley Bush on crack. That's what it's been described as.
Well, that's surely not a bad thing, since Sandy Bush is possibly one of the most loved maps of the game.
Great love map, yeah. So, let's see what happens. We've got a tweet from Bayo GDLK saying, the drama of hashtag NC2014, then hashtag WWE Sports. There is drama. I'm going to retweet that as well. Captain Lars, tell us how you got in contact with hashtag Warband. I don't know exactly what it means there. We've got another few tweets as well here. Please tell the UK players listening to the stream together for the 3rd place match in TeamSpeak. So yeah, you should be doing that, even though I'm not doing that. Russia only has one chance, one opportunity to be a repeat NC champ. Hashtag mum spaghetti. Hashtag NC2014.
I think we're seeing all the maps here. Oh, we finally found Winterberg.
Ukrainian intervention. I don't think Putin will be happy. Hashtag Kappa. Hashtag Nations Cup 2014. That's from Davsy. Thanks for the tweets, guys. Keep them coming in. So that's who you think is going to win this Winterberg tiebreaker to decide the Nations Cup 2014 grand final. Who will be the champion? Who will be crowned here tonight? And it's first to 3. Is that right?
I don't know, actually.
I think it's first to 3. Somebody tweet us with the rules. Blivander Father Destroyer will be deciding this. Love Beardo. Hashtag Big Bliv. Getting involved there. That's from Beardo. I like how Beardo signs his tweets. Love Beardo.
Quick look at the rules.
Azazan here, our man on the book. And another little bit of trivia here for you as well, pointed out by Azan before the match. That now that this map's going to be played, we will be seeing all of the factions, all of the competitive factions, obviously not Kurgits, are going to be played in this match. So that's quite a cool little statistic there. I quite like that.
Yeah, I think it is to some degree unfortunate though that they've selected Swadians for the final faction on this for this draw.
Oh, you think it can snowball?
First round, maybe this first round is going to be really critical.
Definitely, yeah. It's
because Swadians on Swadians is one of the worst possible matchups. There's no heavy weapons to get. It's just whoever gets the armor first becomes unkillable.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we could have. I mean, what if the first round is, it could be. It could go down to a duel, and then don't have much of a goal advantage from one side.
It could be, but there's the risk that if one team wins with a snowball in the first round,
that
they'll have all their players with armor, and all the other team will have to do is hit them with a 27 damage sword.
Well, let's see how it plays out, and let's see who wins the first round as well. That just means it's excitement. It's like fireworks from the start on Winterberg here.
By the way.
Sorry.
So it's first of 3. It's best of 5.
Best of 5, yeah. And no side swapping, obviously, because it's perfectly symmetrical. How did you make these maps so symmetrical? Why don't you tell us a little bit about
that? I made each one differently, actually. This one I made by drawing on the ground. You know, the little paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a grid, so I sort of laid that one out like this.
Did you count the grids, or did you just do it like roughly?
No, that was quite accurate.
You counted them all. Wow. So this is a perfectly symmetrical map.
I'm quite anal when it comes to things like that. But,
down to the nearest grid spot. So do you think any side could have a sort of centimetre or 2 advantage? Is that possible?
I think there probably is some tiny differences, but it won't make a difference.
Trivial. We've got trivial, superficial centimetre advantages here. Nothing that's gonna swing the match. We don't have any.
If you're complaining about he's got a centimetre more, he's closer to the flag.
We're not having any arguments about spawn points, about spawn sides here for the teams. There's even enough. And what about the other ones? What was the other techniques you used?
Well, on one of the maps that's not been used in the tournament, what it's called, Amrad Courtyard, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah,
that
okay.
One I did by eye. That one ended up being a little bit wonky, but it's mostly symmetrical.
Is it not possible to do it by entering the coordinates of the objects?
Yeah, that's how I did it for Proving Grounds.
Oh really?
On that one, yeah.
Was that was that tedious?
It's quite intensive. Yeah, take a long time. Had to make one half the map and just spend ages copy paste.
This is dedication to the scene. This is the kind of thing that I love. People like this working hard for the scene. So big shout out to Azam for making these maps and giving us a sort of different way to decide draws. Even if I don't think it's the best way to decide draws. I don't think it's a bad way. I just don't think it doesn't offer what I think was intended. But obviously that's not what your intention was either. But I think the intention is to sort of have the kind of perfect way to have a match like in a perfect even situation. But it's not the same as like a normal map, really, and it's not like.
I disagree to some of it. In all intents and purposes, it is a normal map. The only difference is that it's symmetrical. Yeah, that's the only difference. And symmetry doesn't define a warband map as being legitimate or not. It's just does it have a river? Is it symmetrical? They're the same things. So it's just a map. Teams are probably less practiced on these maps just because they haven't been used much in tournaments. But it's no different than adding another map in the tournament, from my point of view.
But it is. It's just I don't know. I think it does seem. It's just strange, I guess. Maybe you're right. I guess it is kind of like it's just a map, really. But it's kind of like an unplayed, very small infantry-focused map. It's not really like.
It's bigger than Sandy Bush.
Yeah, but Sandy Bush doesn't get this much infantry play on it.
No. But it's got about. In terms of, I think possibly there's more infantry play on because there are a couple of close corridors around the alley sort of area.
Mm.
But in terms of elevation and such, it's not that different from Sandy either. There's a couple of elevated spots on the map. It's not entirely flat. Yeah,
we've got some raisable ladders.
Yeah, which I actually don't like anymore. Yeah, I think I much prefer having static ladders nowadays.
Why? What's wrong with the raisable ladders? They're too kind of cheesy. You can kind of mess them too much.
I think it's just there's a couple of problems with them. First off, they're really awkward because if anyone stands on them, it's the whole loading bar. And the other thing is they're just annoying for cavalry. It's you try and they get in the way. They're on the ground all over the place, big strip. If cavalry try and ride across them, it just brings them to a crawl and just stops the flow of the battle. So
it doesn't really add much to gameplay. Essentially, that's the main thing.
No, it's just a bit of tedious sort of loading bar.
Yeah,
it doesn't really get much.
But there you go. They're still raisable and they're still in the game. Teams gonna have to adapt to that.
Yeah.
I think there's teams it's gonna be a bit of a break now as teams kind of decide what to do. Think about this a little bit because it all hangs on this right now. Everything that happened before is now rendered redundant because it all hangs on this. And we're going to be going live very, very soon. In fact, we're going live right now. Yeah, and moving into this decider. And already we've got some interesting things going on. We've got Sweden taking 2 cavalry, 1 archer and 5 infantry. Russia's taking 2 archers or crossbowmen, 1 cavalry and 5 infantry. So not total infantry dominance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Russia just going straight forward though. I don't know if they're all looking the wrong way though. I don't know.
But I mean, that's not. Could that be a bad idea? I mean, Scandinavia is a hard place to hold. Scandinavia now going for it. They're going to drive forward through this, and I think another team really knows completely exactly what to do. Siphon's throwing darts into the fight. We've got darts coming out here, and we've got a Scandinavian player a long way away from the fight right now. I think it's a cavalry gun's going to come in now. Anders with the early headshots again. Anders has been getting headshots all throughout this match, crucial ones as well. Takes down Max there early on here. Robin and Gunnison coming in with the cavalry.
Goes down.
Attacking to red. Kekin does go down to Griffin, but Scandinavia taking advantage already in this, and with their cavalry looking to dominate. Werner does bring down Anders in the meantime. 5 against 5, or 6 and 6 I should say, as Oliver takes down Rempika. Incredibly close round already. 5 against 5 now, so close. Black Champion gets 2 kills. Storm up with another kill, and Russia taking advantage right now. But they have such low health. It's 2 Scandinavians against 4 Russians, but Russia with almost no health left at all. Can Scandinavia do this as their 2-on-4 fight? It's all infantry left right now. Widow takes down Griffin, Oliveran, and Widow against the 3 Russian players. Widow and Oliveran do go down though now, but it was so close right there. First round goes to the Russian team. Could this be it? Could this be the tipping point that takes them? Siphon with armor. Siphon with mail.
3 tanked Russians. Could be.
Only Siphon so far with mail. They will spawned. Just Siphon with mail.
They're still on the cards for Scandinavia then.
They spent too much money on hats. It's not Team Fortress, guys. You want your Horburgeons.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised neither team took armor from the get-go. Actually, though.
Yeah.
Because you can do nice little swaps and get full mail.
It's a viable tactic. It's a viable tactic, and you can get some real tanks in that melee. Siphon's got his all pike as well. He loves that all pike. And there was a real chance there for the Scandinavian team, though. I think when it was a 2-on-4 and they had such high health, they really could have done it. But it wasn't meant to be. We'll play from the Russian teams.
You're actually taking 3 cavalry.
3 cavalry, yeah. Oh, guys, it's an early kill against red.
That's one the.
Now it's Sterling will play for. Robin comes in as well, trying to couch dance Black Champion's horse. Doesn't actually get it, but always going to rush into the all pikes of the Russian team there. Ooh. And a terrible play from Robin, but the Scandinavians moving in the meantime, capitalise on this distraction. Desperately trying to get some kills here, and Shimafrash charging into the fight there.
Gunnison taken out by a little shot.
Team kill from Rempika, but Max gets one back. Shimafrash brings down Max though. In the meantime, Rempika takes down Weirdo. 5-on-5 these rounds, incredibly close. Siphon with low health, but a lot of armor. Shima brings down Bliver in the meantime. Bliver pulls it back with a kill on Siphon. 4 against 4, close health. Russia with a bit more health here. It could be crucial, but Shimafrash with the bump arms against Vernon there, crucial. Looking hard to kill her, but Rempika brings down Oliver in the meantime. Rempika brings down Kekin 2. Russia now 3 players against the 2 of Scandinavia right now, and finding some space to reload, but Anders loses out to Black Champion there, and Shimafrash against these 3 players. He's got a horse and an all pike, but can he do anything against this?
He's not going to be able to survive the... Oh, he might be able to actually. They haven't got any rangers, have they? So.
Well, he's got an interesting choice. I mean, is he going to go for the clutch? Oh, he dismounts here to try and... He catches Black Champion off his horse. Dismounts. Oh, but he loses his horse right now. Takes a big poke there, and he's going to just try and have to win this fight here. But with a cavalry class and backed into a corner, getting stunned by this pike. Shimafrash for country. Desperately trying to do this, hoping for a team kill there from one of the players, but this gets slashed in the back. And Russia now 2 against 0.
And they may well have a warhorse as well.
And they could have a warhorse. And they could have a lot of mail armor. Let's see what the Russian armor is looking like. I go to the wrong place. I don't know the map very well.
I think Scandinavia could do with more infantry. I don't know what these cavalry are getting them.
No, well, certainly not Robin in the last round, but he has got some lot of kills. And they do have a warhorse, 2 tank players. They could still do this though. Scandinavia.
3 tank players.
3 tank players?
Got, Vernon as well with...
oh, the Brigandine. Oh. And this could be decisive now for the Russian team. Scandinavia playing a little bit differently right now. Moving as a group. I think they've kept their crossbowmen there. They're going to put them up on the platform. It's the best place for the crossbowmen, but are they crucial enough when it comes to the fight? I must say, personally, I just think AM would be better on this map.
Well, apparently it's an open map, so...
Yeah, 3 cav. They stuck to it though, and they back Russia into the corner. Kekin goes down early, and that's blow to Scandinavia.
That's just clumsy there.
Their morale is going to be trembling right now. A little Cyrillic typings from Russ Alexander there in the chat, as he can't play, is supporting his teammate from spectators. Scandinavia backing off. They want to draw the Russians into the open, let their cav do the work. Black champion over there, Shamafrash goes in, he wants to try and take the kill there, or try and hurt his horse at least. But is he going to chase him? Not too far. He's going to keep his eye on him. He wants to do something here. Just keeping his eye on him for now.
Ooh, but he's caught in the eyes of Russ Max there.
It's a Mexican standoff.
And I mean, Scandinavia still walled through cavalry, but they don't have enough infantry now. If it comes to an infantry,
They want to wait for the flag. They want to force a fight in the open. And do we have a flag in the middle of this area?
Yeah,
That's what the Scandinavians want right now. They want it to be wide open. They want to force the Russians into there, and they want to just trample them to the pieces, like the Byzantine cataphracts in Age of Empires 2. But they actually spawn over in the corner.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Russians just run around through the alley now.
Or which side? Are they going to run through the back alley? Through the... I mean, it's all alleys.
It will do.
Give me the back alley, yeah. Scandinavia seem indecisive. Some of them gone up to the middle platform.
Well, they will have that position to fire down.
Russia seems to just be grouping up. Yeah, and it's going to be up in that position. That's not bad. And with the raisable ladders, these are going to be hard to challenge.
Honestly, the Scandinavian cavalry could do with dismounting. They're not going to be able to use all three of them in there.
Yeah, one of them is going to do something, if even one. And you can look at this right now. Just the Scandinavian infantry just look troublingly outnumbered. He needs to get Anders needs to get 5 headshots right now.
Down.
Yeah, he's almost falling down. Actually managed to raise the ladder right now. Incredibly tense.
Weirdo goes down.
Weirdo goes down to a headshot, and there's just no space for the Scandinavian cavalry to maneuver right now. Shamafrash does bring down Max. Gunnison goes down, Big Wolf goes down, and I think we're seeing the first repeat champions of the Nations Cup in the 5th Nations Cup 2014. Shamafrash brings it back against Sodomard. Robin goes down to back champion. Anders and Shamafrash, they're fighting, but I think they know that it's Russia's day today. In spite of dramas and controversies, Shamafrash, the last player alive.
I can't understand why Scandinavia took so many cab in that situation. You know,
Neither can I, but
fortunate.
what can you do now? Because there you have it. There are your champions for the Nations Cup 2014. Russia, 11-8.
Yep.
Against the Scandinavians, they fought bravely, as brave war-blading warriors. But you can see that down goes Scandinavians, and Russia, for the 2nd time in their history, take the victory, take the Nations Cup final.
Despite controversy.
Despite controversy, we will have the Russian national anthem right now, partly because I love it, and partly because Russia just won. So please just stick around and enjoy that, and we'll try and get an interview set up in the meantime. If Azan wants to stick around as well for that interview as well, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure.
Here we go.